Hello guys and welcome to another video. Remnant 2 is out and when I saw the game benchmark results, I have to say I was disappointed. 45 FPS on RDX 4090, the fastest GPU in the world. But what about low-end GPUs like RX 570? Should the owner of these GPUs forget playing Remnant 2? Or is there a way to run this game on low-end GPUs? I was curious to see how this game will perform on all GPUs. So I tested the game on RX 570 and I have to say I expected nothing less. 20 FPS in non-combat scenes and 12 FPS in combat scenes. So I started to look for a way to improve performance on all GPUs until I found this. Unreal Engine 5 Unlocker. By using Unreal Engine 5 Unlocker, you can enable console commands in the game and disable most of the graphics settings to boost your performance. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can run Remnant 2 on low-end GPUs. Let's get it started. First thing first, you need to download Unreal Engine 5 Unlocker. After that, run the app. Then run your game. Then go back to Unreal Engine 5 Unlocker and click Select. Then choose your desired game and click Select. At the end, click Inject DLL. Now you can go back to the game and you can see the console command is enabled. I can use console command to disable most of the graphic settings. The first graphic option is anisotropic filtering. Use this command to change anisotropic filtering quality. I did my best to show you the difference between X1 and X4. Here you can see the difference between X1 and X4. Performance-wise, there is a significant gap between X4 and X1. Going from X4 to X1, you can gain massive 16% performance boost. And in this scene, 11% performance boost. Next option is shadow quality. By disabling shadow quality, you will almost lose most of the game's visuals, but also you can significantly improve FPS. To disable shadow quality, use this command. As you can see, the shadows have significant impact on game's visuals. Shadow quality have significant impact on your performance. In this scene, I measured 19% performance increase when I turned off shadow quality. Next option is anti-aliasing. In game menu, you can't disable anti-aliasing, but with this command you can disable it completely. Although you can disable anti-aliasing, but I don't recommend you doing that. Because when you disable anti-aliasing, the whole image becomes very bad. Almost in every edge you can see aliasing. In terms of performance, you can expect 5 to 7% performance gap between low and off. Next graphic option is bloom quality. To disable bloom quality, you can use this command. And now the difference between low and off. There is minimal performance gap between low and off. I barely found 2% performance gap in this scene. The next option is clock physics. Since this option is a CPU related setting, so if you have a weak CPU, to reduce your CPU usage you can disable it. Use this command to change clock physics. And now you can see the difference between on and off. Since this is a CPU related setting, it's impossible to measure the performance gap. Next graphic option is character's face details. To change character's face details, you can use this command. Even in this static scene, you can barely tell the difference between low and very low setting. And in gameplay scenarios, it's impossible to see the difference. In terms of performance, going from low to very low, I saw 8% performance increase. And now the fog quality. You can use this command to disable fog completely. And here you can see the difference between on and off. I have to say the fog is low res in this game. In terms of performance, you can expect minimal performance gap between on and off. Only 2% gap in this scene. The next graphic option is foliage quality. If you want to completely disable foliage, use this command. Almost in every scene you can see the difference between on and off. Due to the scene, the performance gap can be various. In this scene, I saw 4% gap between low and off. And now the lighting quality. If you want to disable lighting quality, use this command. When you disable lighting quality, you can see shadows near a light source, as you can see. The performance gap between on and off is minimal, 2% in this scene. And the last option is rendering scale. You can use this option to reduce rendering resolution. This option is the same as upscaling techniques like FSR or DLSS. To change rendering resolution, use this command. And here you can see the performance gap between native rendering and 50% rendering resolution. As you can see on the right side, I have reduced the rendering res to half. So the engine renders the game at 960p, then upscales it to full 1080p. But on the left side, the rendering res is 1080p. That means there is no difference between input and output resolution. This is like other upscaling techniques like FSR. So if you're not satisfied with FSR's quality, you can use this instead. Performance-wise, you will see massive 57% performance increase. So by upscaling technique, you'll be able to run this game even on the oldest GPUs. And when you compare low settings with custom settings, you can see massive 121% performance increase. And another massive 144% performance increase in this scene. And even without using any upscaling technique, you can still get 44% performance increase. And now you can see why the game devs insisted on using upscaling techniques. Since the game optimization is very poor, so the easiest and fastest way to improve performance is to use upscaling techniques. With this state, I think we can now add this game to the list of worst PC ports in 2023. 45 FPS on the RTX 4090 is not acceptable. I also need to add, by the time I was recording this video, AMD still hadn't released the game ready driver for this game. So if you're experiencing heavy FPS drops, that might be the case. Until the game devs release the game patches and solve the issues, you can use this method to enjoy the game. And now we reach the end of this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to this channel and help me to improve it. If you have any idea about this video, let me know in the comments. Until next time, bye.